Maserati is getting a makeover. Led by Fiat Chrysler Sergio Marchionne, the Italian automaker is changing Maserati in line with its broader restructuring, converting the brand from a maker of sporty, exclusive Italian machines into a mass-class alternative to Porsche. WSJ's Dan Neal wrote about his visit to Maserati's assembly hall in Italy, and he's here to discuss it. Dan, it looks like Maserati has a pretty cool lineup coming, including this Alfieri that's going to be put up against the Porsche 911 and the Jaguar F-Type. Tell me about that vehicle and the other new main vehicles that they're introducing.
Alfieri in particular was the hit of last year's Geneva Auto Show. It really is a beautiful, very sculptural 2+2 competing in the Jag F-Type Porsche 911. That is a sweet part of the market globally with lots of profit, and there's room to grow. This is aspirational brands obviously do very well in China, and so. But that is the Alfieri and the new Quadriport, which came out last year, and the big SUV and the 2+2 Gran Turismo, and this car, the Ghibli. I mean, basically, it's a utterly transformed company. Now, can Fiat Chrysler do it? Because they have a lot of plans and a lot of pieces on the chessboard moving, and the clock is ticking. Many global financial investors would like to see this done. But it's still a long shot. In the meantime, the Ghibli competes with, like a BMW. It's an Italian BMW.
And earlier you noted that they're under pressure to post record sales and profits in the 5-year plan, but they've got to be careful with that and to not turn Maserati into a common man's car. With all these changes, is that a concern?
Yeah, this is a period of transition that all the old world brands go through. When Maserati would not be alive if they were selling 1,000 cars a year like they used to. So it has become commodified. It has become part of a giant faceless corporation, not very romantic, and yet its conversation with the consumers begins with this delicate image of Maserati and Fangio and the 250F, and then and a car like the Ghibli, the 70s Ghibli designed by Giugiaro, which is one of the sexiest, most beautiful cars in the world. This thing is 4,600 pounds. It's a pretty sedate 4-door sedan. It ain't no Ghibli, and so I don't know why they decided to call it that, but that's we'll find out later.
Do any of these changes stand to upset purists, the people that have been in the Maserati brand for decades?
Yeah, the good news is that most of those people are dying, and the better news is there were never many of them to begin with, and the best news is that there is this magic about the brand Maserati. I don't know, it was about a decade ago, they asked American consumers, name an exotic car. Well, Maserati, honestly, these cars were beyond obscure. And a majority of Americans said, not Ferrari, Maserati was their first sort of guess at an Italian exotic. So the name is transcended. And so you take that powerful name and you move it to China, and pretty soon you're going to sell a lot of cars.
All right. Well, Dan Neal, really great story. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend, buddy.